So today's the first day of college courses, and honestly I describe it the same way that I've described everything else related to college, which is like part nervous, part excited. I just finished microwaving my lunch. We're gonna head to the dining commons in about 18 minutes so I can meet up with some people to walk to class together. Nike tee, this little silver necklace that roommate and I thrifted, like matching ones at this little vintage shop, black acid wash jeans, and Nikes. Would have worn my Converse, but we're doing a lot of walking today, like 2 miles at least. And my Converse are not the most comfortable, so I figured these are more suitable for walking. This shit is literally too hot to handle.
Bad times, man.
Oh god, it melted. I'm so sweaty because it's 96 degrees outside and I just waited like 10 minutes for the bus because I didn't want to walk all the way back to the dorm. It's like 15 minutes. I got an Amazon package from one of those lockers at the MU. It's literally just socks. I wanted to get some work done, but my roommate is currently FaceTiming someone and my attention span is just 0 when there is other audio going on in the room. So I came here to the lounge. This is usually where we hold our board game nights and I guess parties and things of the sort. I'm back here at the lounge, got some dinner with my roommate, and now I'm just gonna continue editing. Thoughts on the first day of school? I had literally 2 hours of lecture today, or not even like 100 minutes. What is that? 2.5 hours, and it was mostly just going over the syllabus, and the content that we did cover was mostly just review. So far, I am chillin'. A little bit worried because this is college after all, and I'm excited to see what this next year is gonna have in store. I just filled both of my water bottles at the DC because I don't think the water in our rooms or like in the dorms are filtered, and the water there is from like a soda machine, so fairly sure it's filtered. Anyways, my morning today is pretty chill. I don't have any classes except for like an online one at noon. I also have a couple in-person classes later in the afternoon. My mom made a mung bean cake. So I'm back in the lounge again. I just got back from dinner and I had the same thing as last night, except this time the vegetables were like really cold. Like, I think they had ice chunks in it. So yeah, dinner was not it. So she keeps posting about LA, and I told my mom this offhandedly. I was like, oh, she keeps posting about USC and like all the fancy restaurants they eat in. And my mom was like, her mom was a mistress? And I was like, she what? And now she's like bragging about how she goes to USC.
Really weird things, like bond to 6 things.
My brother has a debate tournament tonight, or like this evening, so I'm gonna help judge for that. Never judged a tournament before, only like competed in them, obviously. So I'm interested in seeing how this is gonna go. So I managed to finish color grading all those clips, so at this point I'm just gonna grab lunch. My roommate is still in class, I don't know where she is. So on the topic of food here, right? The food here isn't good, but it's like edible most of the time. When they say tercero food is the worst, they really mean it, because I had a fried chicken sandwich there. I don't know if it was chicken, and maybe it was like once fried, but at the time I ate it, it was like soft breaded coating. Quality of the food definitely depends where you go, because in Segundo, DC, I've had like some pretty good quality pizza, like better than Pizza Hut or Domino's. They put like a layer of garlic butter on the crust, and that's pretty good. I've also had one where you can like build your own noodle bowl, and you just choose like the protein and vegetables that you want, and they stir fry it right in front of you. But like the vast majority of meals I've had here so far, and this is kind of a small sample size because I've only been here for like 2 weeks, the majority of food here is like, like I'll eat it because I paid for the meal plan. And even Latitude, which is like the best food on campus by far, still like if I paid for that at a restaurant, I wouldn't be too happy with it, you know? But maybe I'm just a picky eater. That's my take on the food here. It is currently 5:35, round starts at 6. I'm rusty on how POFO works, and I've never judged, so I don't know how this is gonna go in terms of giving feedback, but hopefully I can give some constructive criticism and, you know, encourage these young debaters. Finally finished. Didn't understand half of it. I did flow, but none of it makes sense. This kind of reminds me of like my very beginning of freshman year flows when I had no idea what other people were saying, and so I just like write down anything that my ears could catch and that I could like halfway comprehend. That's what this flow is. Gonna head to dinner now.
So like my grandpa, like, he will tell you, he's like, dude, like if I were still other.
Apparently when my roommate left the room earlier at 5 p.m., I thought she was going to class, But I texted her to let her know, like, oh, I'm gonna be in a Zoom meeting for debate. Like, please don't come in here really loud if you do. And she was like, I'm not even on campus. I'm in Berkeley. And I was like, so now I'm just alone with no roommate to talk to and nothing to do. And dinner was kind of lonely again. It's like the fourth meal I've had alone, which I guess is just how it's gonna be for the rest of the school year when there's like everybody has different schedules and we won't be able to meet up together to have lunch. I kind of want to do something. Like, I want to go bike into downtown Davis and get myself like good food for once, because the food here is ass. But I don't think like binge eating is gonna solve my problems right now, and also it's dark outside and I am not a very large male, so that would not be safe for me to go venturing out. Also, I don't have a bike light, which makes the problem even worse. I downloaded OneNote and Canvas and all the other like school apps and Google Calendar. I finished attending that webinar. It was kind of long, but honestly I feel like I got some interesting info out of it, and I think I'm gonna go thrifting and maybe try to check out a Korean grocery store in Davis. So I just got back from thrifting, which is why I'm such a sweaty mess, but I got so much good stuff. Like, this is the best thrift trip I have been on in my entire life, and this is the first time I've ever gone thrifting in Davis. So I went to the SPCA, forgot what it stands for, but it's also like a charitable organization thing. Plaid over shirt. It's got the same cut as one of my other striped like white shirts that I wear a lot. Same cut, different pattern. Lots of graphic tees. Grand Canyon, Air Force Base. This one says Harvard Law. I don't go to Harvard and I'm not going to law school anytime soon, but I just thought it was funny, and it was on the rack, and I left and I went to go look at some other stuff, but it was just on my mind, like, damn, that Harvard Law tee. So I came back and I got it. This shirt, which has a similar cut as the first one, but it's this really like soft rayon material, which is pretty comfortable, and I feel like it would be breathable even in summers, even though it's like a dark color. And it's just got this like really subtle print to it, which I appreciate. This guy, Michael Kors, and it's got this like really nice dark brown and navy plaid texture, or not texture, but like pattern around the collar. So that's cute. I think there's a stain somewhere on here, but honestly, like, it's so cute. And it was $7. Everything else here was $1 because I don't know, like something like today's Saturday, it's like the first Saturday of the month, something like that, 2 p.m. I got to the store at 12:30. I found most of my stuff by like 1:10, but I decided to wait and just like walk around until 2 p.m. I did end up paying $7 for this, but everything else was $1, including this freaking denim jacket. $1. I saw a similar style of denim jacket. It was black and it was like a less high quality material. It was like the really soft, cheap cotton kind of denim, and it was $20, and this didn't have a tag on it. So I got it for $1. It is like one size too big. I feel like if it were a size medium instead of a large, it would have been perfect. It does fit like a little bit oversized, but at least that means I can like fit a thick hoodie under it. So good for fall layering. That's everything I got. That's like 7 items total, and I think I paid $14 and like something cents for it all. So all in all, very good thrift haul. I'm definitely going to be going back because there were like 5 other cute things that I really wanted to get that I just like couldn't carry it all in my backpack. I didn't end up going to the like Korean grocery market because I just didn't have space in my backpack again. So maybe I'll save that for tomorrow, who knows. Now it's time to get COVID tested. I'm supposed to get tested every 14 days because I am vaccinated. It hasn't been 14 days yet, but I did have a little bit of nausea and stuff yesterday, and so I scheduled it kind of in a panic. And since it's already scheduled, like I feel fine now, but I'm just gonna show up anyways to get tested. So I'm doing chemistry homework, and maybe it wasn't a good idea to start the assignment at 9:45. It's 11:57, which means it took me 2 hours and 15 minutes to do this whole thing. I didn't realize until the very end, once I was submitting the assignment, that there was an option to save and exit, because in the instructions it was like, you have to complete it all at once because if you're inactive for more than like 2 hours, it'll kick you off and then you can't complete the assignment. And I didn't see the save and exit button. So now I'm done with the assignment, but I didn't need to be. I'm going to bed. Mini groceries haul. Coconut yogurt, plain yogurt, some green grapes. I was debating between like the big tub of yogurt and these little ones, and the cost per ounce is actually the same. So just out of convenience, I got these, even though I know like the use of plastic's not great for the environment, but what are you gonna do? I'm back from downtown, so here is another mini haul. The apple I stole from the DC. This container of fish cake from Kim's Mart. I keep wanting to say Kim's Convenience. Turns out it did leak in my backpack, so good thing they gave me a plastic bag. And finally, this dress. I went to Boheme and they're a lot pricier, which I noticed when we did like an exploring downtown thing for like Aggie orientation. This said $15 on the tag, but it ended up being more like $16.25 with sales tax. So Boheme is definitely like 3 to 5 times pricier than SPCA, and their selection is honestly not as good. It's like really weird, kitschy vintage pieces that I don't vibe with as much. But this is cute, and I think it would work really well as a layering piece if I stuff it into these pants that I was wearing in the previous try-on clip. Cute. Apparently there is a piano on campus somewhere in Tercero. I guess we're gonna go try to find it. Okay, my key card is not letting me into this building, probably because I live in a different building. Mission failed, we'll get them next time. So I'm editing right now and I just realized I never filmed an outro for this video, but hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions about Davis, feel free to just drop them in the comments. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. sign cracks me up every time, man.